Hey guys, hello there. My name is Ananja and I am the creator of the Pleiadian Healing Center. And I have been guided to make a mini series of videos about the upcoming Ascension Wave. So it's happening! It's happening! Oh my goodness. I'm like, you have to excuse me at the moment. I'm feeling like a really crazy mix of emotions. I'm very, very like naturally high off the energies. And I'm also like really nervous about making a video because it's been a while. So I've got like a little bit of butterflies and stuff, but that's all good. So I wanted to discuss what is happening in the world right now from an energetic standpoint, because more and more people are going to be feeling these crazy energies that are coming in. And I really feel like it's good to have kind of like an overview and a context of what is taking place. So 2012, we all thought that the 21st of December 2012 was going to be this crazy mass awakening time. Starseeds were like gathered all over the world in different places. My partner was in Egypt. I was in Glastonbury on the tour. And we were all just like guided to all these different sacred points around the planet to do very activating work, because we believed that there was going to be this kind of like global awakening and almost like a kind of energetic reset, really, with like light coming in and flooding the planet. And while it was very, very powerful, it wasn't exactly what I expected it to be. So fast forward 8 years and here we are. And it feels like it's actually finally happening. Okay, so I've just made a few notes here because my brain is not able to retain the information always. So essentially what is happening now, so I'm calling it the Ascension Wave. That doesn't mean that we are all going to ascend right now necessarily. So ascension is the transformation of our physical bodies into a light body. And it's a process. So we are in a very dense, heavy dimension and environment at the moment. And more light is pouring in. So we are in the process of ascension, but it doesn't mean that overnight we're suddenly going to kind of like be made of light and be able to levitate and teleport and stuff. I'm not saying that that can't happen in the future, but I don't believe that that's where we are right now. So I was thinking about the best way to describe this. If you imagine that you have pure source at the top here, like pure divine source, like the ultimate creation. And then down here you have like total darkness and distortion, basically, like fear, really icky, yucky stuff. If you imagine that on planet Earth as a collective, because we do have a unified consciousness as humanity, and then we also have a unified consciousness with Gaia, our planet Earth as well. If you imagine that we're like slightly above the icky level, there's been a lot of fear and distortion on this planet. Things have been really, really out of balance. And what's happening is there is like a pulse of light moving through the universe, possibly even the multiverse, but definitely the universe and our galaxy. And it is that pure divine source energy from up here, just sweeping through everything and reordering everything back into its highest divine expression. Okay, so that is what we are experiencing. I believe that it's both instantaneous and taking time, because because of like the lower density that we're in, we're still experiencing time for the best part in a very linear way, like past, present, future. Although the more that you're on your ascension journey, the more that you'll feel it all collapsing into like a singular point of the now. But basically what's happening is that as this light is sweeping in, it's going to take us from this horrible level down here and pure sources up here, and we're going to have a quantum jump. So we're not necessarily like all the way back merged with source, because then we wouldn't, have our singularity and our individual expressions anymore. But we're taking a jump up to the next level, like a much higher level where all those beautiful things that we have dreamed of as the ultimate possibility can actually manifest in reality. Just pure unconditional love, joy and abundance for everyone, living in a divine creative flow, Earth being this beautiful paradise where everything is kind of just course corrected, you know? So everything is just naturally course correcting itself in alignment with the highest divine source. And that is what is happening with this wave right now. Now, the thing that's difficult for a lot of people to understand is that so many of the systems and foundations upon which our lives have been built on this heavier, denser, darker energy. And therefore, as that kind of like collapses and is swept away, all of those structures and everything have to be removed as well. They can't exist in a reality where we're living from this like beautiful higher energy and standpoint. So the how do I say this without it being flagged up? The big situation facing the planet right now, let's just call it that, that's been scary and difficult and terrifying for people. While it is it's being utilized as part of an agenda that is not positive, it is also performing what is needed to take this like sweep and this cleanse through reality, okay? It's crumbling the old systems, it's collapsing things that don't work anymore. It's hard for people, like, oh my god, you know, you've worked for decades building your business and then suddenly you can't do it anymore. But these things are being collapsed because something greater is taking their place. Something so much bigger than all of us individually is coming along. And it is there for you to be able to tap into now if you have the desire to just still yourself and open your heart and just become more sensitive to the energies, you know? Feel it. It's like it's here. Oh my god, like on a day-to-day basis. I mean, I've been like really committed to the path of ascension in quite an intense way for 9 years now, I think it is. And so I'm really feeling it because I am very sensitive and I've done a lot of work pulling in these higher realms and so on. And so you might not be in that place. You might not even be like interested in spirituality, but what I'm saying is that it doesn't matter anymore. Like, this is happening to everyone. You don't really have a choice. It's gonna come in. It's gonna source correct your life. It's gonna align everything in your life with the highest divine blueprint, its highest divine expression. But it has to clear out the old to make way for the new. So that is what is going on, my friends. In terms of like the changes, it's going to be internal changes and external changes. So you're going to notice changes in yourself, in your personality, the way you feel about things, the way you relate to things. And we know it's happening on the outside, like we can see that. That's not an issue. That is kind of, that is obviously taking place already. But because we are all unified, it's like the inside is the outside. When you align more with the divine, you see this in really beautiful ways. So for example, I've been receiving a huge amount of synchronicities lately, and I'll think something and then literally within the next couple of minutes, not even the next couple of minutes, the next few seconds, I'll see it written on something, on a sign or like a lorry driving past or something, the thought that was in my head. So my reality is increasingly just mirroring back in the most beautiful way everything that's going on internally. So the inner is the outer. So this sweep is coming through and it is affecting everything, and everything is becoming light. Everything is becoming light. Okay. Let me just check my notes. Okay. I think that's everything for the first video. So really, I just wanted to give an overview of what my perspective of this ascension wave is. In the next video, I'm going to talk about what we can expect throughout December and January. So what is on the cards for us over the next couple of months. So connect back and I will continue with the second video. Take care, my darlings. Bye.